I'm a married man. Yeah. Celebrating my second anniversary in 3 days. Yeah, this is an important milestone for me, folks. This is the first relationship I've ever had that's lasted longer than a gallon of milk. Actually, that's not entirely accurate. Most of my past relationships were like a big tub of sour cream, right? I held on way past the expiration date. My last girlfriend was just like a big tub of sour cream, you know, because she was loaded with fat. Her name was Daisy. And come to think of it, the last time I saw her, she was being eaten by some Mexican dude. So there's so many similarities there. No, my wife is a very interesting woman. She is a burlesque dancer. Yeah. She also does work with a traveling carnival as a fire eater and a sword swallower. Yeah, give it up one time, brother. Just gotta. Don't even have a joke about that. I just like bragging. It's kind of awesome. I do have to make this clarification. My wife is a burlesque dancer. She is not a stripper, okay? There's a world of difference. Like, for example, burlesque dancers don't have to wipe everything down with bleach when they're done. Nobody ever tries to burlesque their way through nursing school. I always explain this, like, burlesque is an art form. Stripping is not. And I made the mistake of saying that in front of a crowd in Las Vegas. I had a lady stand up in the middle of the crowd and go, "Hey, smartass, I work as an exotic dancer. I'll have you know it's an art form too." I'm like, "No, it's not." You know how I know? Because I've never been to an art museum where they would rub the paintings in your face until you handed them money. Never seen a museum curator start blaring ZZ Top and get on an offstage microphone and go, "Oh yeah, fellas, get your dollar bills out for Picasso." Told that lady that just because you and Monet both had syphilis doesn't mean you're an artist, okay? Which, as it turns out, was the wrong thing to say to an off-duty stripper, because when I got off stage, she just smacked the shit out of me. But then she wiped my cheek down with bleach, so we were good after that. So when we got engaged, she proposed to me. Yeah. It's here for female empowerment, huh? Caught me off guard. It was like I was so used to seeing proposals go the other way. I had no way to react. I'm so used to seeing the man ask the woman to marry him, and the woman just immediately starts acting like she won a beauty pageant, right? We've all seen it. As soon as the ring gets out, it's just go like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me." I didn't respond like that at all. No, I just gave her the same look I had when I watched the movie Inception for the first time. I was like, what's going on here? Here's what happened. She came into the bedroom one night and said to me, "Honey, there's something we need to talk about. You should probably sit down for this." And any guy in here knows, when you hear your woman say that, you better buckle up, buddy, because you just got pulled over with weed in the glove box. You need to play it cool. Try not to make eye contact. And she got nervous. She didn't know what words to say, so she froze. She paused for like 30 seconds. And I don't know about you, but that is a long time for the wheel of possibilities to be spinning in my head. Right? She just completely locked up, and I'm over there, and in my head it's just pregnant, dying, threesome, bankrupt. She's still not talking. Go, screw it, I'm spinning again. Wreck the car, getting a puppy, used to be a dude. Click, will you marry me? Yes, dear God, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo! Oh. That was a close one, honey. That was for a second there, I thought you were going to tell me you used to be a man. Look, never mind. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. It's been a big year for us. 6 months ago, we had a baby. Yeah. My wife gave birth to a baby girl, 10 pounds, 1 ounce. Did you guys hear that? That was the sound of every vagina in this room going, no! It's a big-ass baby. You know you've got a big kid on your hands when you have a delivery room full of trained medical professionals and they're all going, fuck. What, did she eat her twin? How did this happen? I'm gonna need bolt cutters for the umbilical cord. This kid is huge. My wife was in labor for 33 hours. I don't know how she did it. My wife doesn't even like doing something that feels good for longer than an hour. And I should know, I was there for the conception. I couldn't even imagine what it'd be like to have to give birth to a butterball turkey like she did. I'm just saying, thank God for the epidural. And the epidural, I'd never seen anybody receive an epidural. It was a weird process, particularly at our hospital, because every 4 hours they would come in to refill the pump for the epidural, and every time they did that, they made me leave the room. They said it was a security measure because it's a high-grade narcotic. And I was like, wait, really? Are people stealing epidurals now? I can't imagine it's a big party drug out there on the streets. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some drug dealer out there going, yo, psst, my man. You want to get numb? What you got, like a kidney stone or a really big poop coming or something? Maybe you're just tired of walking, huh? Just saying, $100, man, I got what you need. Take off your shirt, man, let's get weird. We ended up doing a C-section anyway because, surprise, little butterball got stuck. Turns out giving birth to a 10-pound baby is a lot like playing golf with a bowling ball. It's a lot of extra effort for something that's just not gonna fit in the hole, dude. But it pissed me off because my wife's doctor waited until after 33 hours of labor and 2.5 hours of pushing to call for a C-section. That was bullshit. I was like, really, doc? With all the fancy equipment in this hospital, you couldn't have bothered to measure the front door first? I mean, we've been hauling this sofa up 5 flights of steps. And now you're telling us we're gonna have to bust out a wall? That is a dick move. Dick move, doc. Right before we left the hospital, my wife's doctor said, you know, you gotta wait 6 weeks before you can start having sex again. I was like, after what we've been through, I'm not expecting to get laid for another 2 years, man. 6 weeks? Are you serious? And I didn't know how my wife felt about it. You know, with everything she had been through, I didn't want to pressure her on the subject. I didn't even approach the subject. But we were like 2 days shy of the 6-week mark, and my wife came into the bedroom and just said, like, honey, let's have a little talk. And I'm just sort of like, lesbian, joining a convent, divorce. I'm like, what the hell? She said, I just don't want to start back up on the pill just yet. Is it okay if we start using condoms? I'm like, yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. Because I've never complained about wearing a condom, ever. And I have never understood why any man would complain about wearing a condom. A lot of guys like to say, well, it kills the sensation. I'm like, who cares? Your wiener is still going on an adventure, dude. Just... If somebody hands you the keys to a Ferrari, you're not gonna bitch about the seatbelts, are you? No. You buckle up for safety and enjoy the ride. But here's how sweet my wife is, okay? The next day, she gift wrapped a box of condoms for me. Isn't that the sweetest thing ever? I love it. One small problem, though, there was only a 3-pack of condoms. Like, honey, we haven't had sex in 6 weeks, okay? 3 condoms ain't gonna cut it. Get your purse, we're going to Sam's Club. And while we're there, we're gonna stock up on a few other things I know we're gonna need for our little night of adventure. Okay, I'm talking Red Bull, whipped cream, chocolate syrup, baby oil, Gatorade, fresh towels, plastic sheeting, furniture straps, mirrors, a camcorder, the soundtrack to Rocky, matching schoolgirl outfits, and a crate of bananas because Papa's gonna need some potassium. We are 23 hours and counting, honey. Limber up.